A 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to another episode of Men at Work. I'm Kyle Pagan, as always, joined by Matt Peoples. Matt, where are we today?
We're in my house.
Yeah,
We're inside
dude.
of my house, dude, and I got bugs all over. I got bugs left to right. The entire day I've been fighting bugs, fist fighting them, boxing them, pulling out pistols, and I couldn't figure out what to do. So there was only one thing to do.
Yeah, listen, if you're a little housekeeping before we get into the episode, if you're a Patreon subscriber, as always, we appreciate you. The episode should be out by now. I know we said we were going to do the episode. I told Matt, I lied to him. He doesn't even know the episode's not out. The episode will be out by right now. I apologize. Our editor, he had to go see a friend in New York, but we just got in touch with him after a little bit. He was vacationing, seeing some family in Altoona. So
he was doing something. Apparently, he was like, we kept asking, where are you? And he's like, I'm taking matters in my own hand. And I was like, I don't really know what that means, but okay, whatever you say.
But he's getting onto it. His family doesn't have any Wi-Fi, so he had to go to a local McDonald's, and we should be getting it probably around 11 o'clock today.
Yeah, he's busy. He's doing like some judicial stuff in the meantime, but we'll see what that looks like.
But yeah, the Patreon, by the time you watch this, will be out there and everything. Matt, who we got on today?
My frickin' boy, comedian, exterminator, former private eye, the doggy dog, Cody Wright.
Is this we're
Hey, be part of this.
all right? Let's go on, everyone. Thanks for having me.
No problem.
So
dude.
I left my windows up and all the pesticide kind of fucking got out. It's inside of my head right now. It's a little cloudy in there.
Is it always just cloudy? I feel like
A little bit, dude. It's kind of nice. That's what it's nice about exterminating. You don't know whether it's like the stuff you did from last night or the pesticides you're spraying now.
you
so
get
it's
pulled
kinda
over.
nice.
It's like, dude, I'm not drunk. I'm just full of poison.
Yeah. And then you hit him with them. It's like, oh, now his shoes on the other foot. Fucking, I could say the same thing to you. You fucking spray them in the face.
You're like the guy from the Batman movie, the one with Poison Ivy, where she pumps that guy full of poison and everything.
I'm Bane, dude.
Oh, that's
Is
cool.
it-
It is Bane.
It's
Yeah.
like a different version of Bane. It's like it's a poison Bane.
Damn.
Yeah, poison Bane.
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
You were born into the mattress. The bed bugs live within me.
My God.
Cody almost had his entire company stolen from underneath of his nose at one point.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. I mean, the company name is called Mugabug. There's no one else that has that, and we bought it from my exterminator, who was doing it for like 30 years before my dad bought it from him, and then he was doing it for 20 years, and then he passed away, and I was doing it for like 5 years, and all of a sudden there's another Mugabug out and about. And the only reason I even found out there was another Mugabug, one of my clients calls my mom, who's the secretary for Mugabug, and is like, "Is Cody okay?" She's like, "Yeah, why?" He's like, "Oh, well, we called this other Mugabug and they said that the owner's dead and, and that they're the new Mugabug." So people were calling and being like, "Hey, is this Mugabug?" And they're like, "No, this is the new Mugabug. The owner of the other one's dead, so we're the new Mugabug." So yeah, I called them. I'm like, "Yo, what the fuck are you doing?" They're like, "Oh, it's a huge misunderstanding." I'm like, all right, well, stop, please.
Yeah. And you the trademark to the name?
Yeah. But yeah, I think I could still sue him at this point, but I like to leave him sweating.
Yeah.
That's when I need money, I will probably turn back to that.
Exactly.
And actually, I kind of need money. So do you have that footage?
Yeah, we must have rolled
footage of
that.
us, because I did a little undercover customer instead of undercover boss, undercover customer.
Yeah.
Called the customer, or called that Mugabug and was like, "Hey, is this the Mugabug of Marlton?" And they're like, "Yeah, we'll go to Marlton." I'm like, "No, is this the Mugabug of Marlton?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "No, it's fucking not. I'm the Mugabug of Marlton, you bitch." And then we look back and she was just like, "Yeah, we go to Marlton."
Yeah.
So I don't know how much they were exactly stealing clients, but fuck those guys, dude.
That's a really good name, Mugabug.
It's incredible.
Our the business logo is, if you see the truck, it's outside. It's a bug with a purse, and there's a guy like a burglar stealing the purse and bashing it in the head.
What kind of bug?
It looks like kind of like a roach, but honestly, you kind of feel bad for like the way its eyes are, because it was just on the business card. I'm like, nah, put it on the fucking truck. And the car, on the card, you can't really see the eye, and then they blew it up, and it looks like the bug's in a lot of pain.
I've seen the logo. It looks unbelievable.
What kind of bug is robbing the person?
No, the bug's
black
getting
widow.
robbed. The bug's getting robbed.
The bug's getting
by
robbed.
just like a burglar type of human
Got
being.
it.
Yeah, and he's got like a nice little bat, and he's just bashing this bug in the head, and it looks like the bug's like, "Oh no, I was just trying to go to work."
Dude, that's how you got to differentiate. Like a lot of places will kill bugs. You'll take everything they love.
Yeah.
You'll rob them and play.
When I was little, this is, I guess, hindsight into my job of being. Actually, no, this is probably, it could have went really bad, but I used to my sisters were kind of bitches sometimes, so I would find a daddy long leg, and we'd eat popcorn all the time, and I'd pluck off all the legs, and I'd throw the because it looks like a popcorn kernel seed that didn't pop. I just threw it in there. And then when they were done, they're like, "What's that one looking like?" It's a fucking spider, you dumb bitches.
Oh shit!
Because they used to like,
Redenbacher,
they used to
baby.
like suck on them so that they get the butter off them. And I'm like, yeah, well, that's fucking spider, you idiot. No butter on the spider.
Damn, that's kind of
Yeah, so
Sadistic, but I love it.
yeah, and I was like, I grew up. I'm like, that could have been bad. Yeah, I was like, I really liked when I plucked the legs off a lot.
Yeah, that's very early serial killer behavior to be like.
I actually felt really bad for him. Like, man, now he's got no legs. Because kind of looked like, when you see a zombie movie and it's just like the zombie's head gets cut off and it's still like, I'm hungry. That's kind of what it was doing.
That's a long process of like, at no point, it probably takes, I would guess, anywhere from 2 to 4 minutes to totally strip a daddy long leg of the legs.
Well, yeah,
I can't believe you got like 4 legs through and you weren't like, I might not do this.
No,
I should
so
do this.
yeah, the first 2 they both come off at the same time, and then he's still got 4 left, and he's like, "Oh shit, let's get out of here." And I'm like, "Oh, wait, come here." And then he does it twice.
Do you kill the daddy long leg first and then do it? Because you have to be, I guess you have to be careful with that as well, because you don't want to squish the head or the body.
Yeah, well, no, you just leave it alive. You leave it alive. You just kind of have him by the legs, and then I didn't have like it down to a science. I think I only done it like twice.
Kind of sounds like you did have time science, honestly. You go to the right leg first, then you go to the thorax, then you go to the back left leg, and
You gotta put him down. You gotta put him under. You
like
gotta
it.
get him
Yeah.
some sedatives.
Anesthesia?
Yeah, no, I just do whatever Bill Cosby was using. You just put it in your own soda.
You put a pill in the bug's wine.
It's the pill's the size of the bug. But
That would be a cool way. You should do that as part of like your service of like, do you want me to kill them or you want me to like really make them
you want
like
me to
tell a friend
you want
kind
me
of
to-
behavior?
You want me to torture them? You want me to put,
Sitting Indian style in somebody's basement, pulling
Yeah.
apart like spider legs,
like leave a horse head on their their anthill,
a horsefly head.
Yeah. Dude, one time actually, my neighbor came over and we were fiddling around with, there was like a bunch of flies in my garage, and he got a lighter and there was just this fly buzzing around and he just went like that. And then I just watched it drop and I looked at it and the fly's running around. He burned the wings off of the fly. And the fly was still alive, so like it was just a walk. He wasn't a fly anymore. He was a walk. He was just a walk. he was just walking around. I'm like, I guess just become an ant. I don't know what else to tell you. Like you got just downgraded. You lost your badge, your fucking wings or whatever.
He had to be so embarrassed when he goes back to like his fly buddies.
He's just like, but he was like faking it.
I rolled my ankle. I can't do it. Sorry, guys. I wish.
I got like 2 little sticky notes and tried to like tape it on his backs, like because he still had like the little shoulder things that moved, and that didn't work. He just died.
So as you can tell, Cody's an expert exterminator.
Damn.
007.
So you've been exterminating. I guess it's a family business, right?
Yeah. So I've been exterminating probably now. I didn't do it. Like I would go watch my dad do it, and like when I was young, I went to work with him one day, and he just wanted me to see how like the pesticides works. There's this big ass spider outside, so he hits it. He's like, "All right, just watch this," and I'm watching this spider, and it's nothing happening. And like a minute goes by, and all of a sudden he just starts eating its web, and then he spins some crazy fucking web. Like it looked like he was on acid or something. It was like beautiful. It was like I think Charlotte's Web was just someone had sprayed her with pesticides and she was on her way out. She's like, I can fucking talk now. So and then it does that and then drops down and then goes back up real quick, eats the web, does another one, and it's a little bit less as cool, but still pretty cool. And then does that like 8 times, and each web gets more and more fucked up, and then it just goes down, and then he curls up. You know when you see a dead spider, and they're it's like the Wicked Witch of the West.
Through the shoes,
shit like rolls up. That's what they do. They're like,
I mean, kids fall in love with football. They watch Saquon Barkley hurdle a guy. Coach falls in love just watching a bug go through the 7th stages of hell.
I didn't like it. I was like, damn, dude, that sucks. That you just like, but most of the time you don't have to watch that. You don't see, like, I kill a bunch of shit, but I don't really see it.
Yeah.
You know, I just leave the poison. I'm like, and then if you're a home invader, I treat it like, home invader. You're going to shoot a home invader in your house, right?
Yeah.
You're going to shoot a fucking spider, but you don't use a gun. It'll fuck up your place. So you just use pesticides. And then you come back and it's like, I guess it worked. He shouldn't have been around there. Don't come around here no more.
Okay, so you put the poison down, you put the pesticides down, and then you come back to clean up the body?
No, I don't come back, but every now and again you go back to customers' house. They're like, it must be working, a lot of dead things. Like, how do we not see them? I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Fucking be less buggy, dude.
So what pays the bills? We talking like rats? We talking spiders? We talking bigger stuff? Yo.
Hello, Kyle. What are you doing?
Nothing. Sitting here watching the game, smoking some Thrive.
Are you all alone? Who's that?
Yo, pick up the phone.
What's up?
Yo, Cheeto, pick up the phone.
Yo. What's up?
What you doing, son?
Nothing. Just chilling. Killing.
True.
So, in the wintertime, mice will keep my business alive just because during the summer, busy as hell with mostly ants. Like if I had a teardrop tattoo for every ant I killed, I'd just be doing blackface. You know, like it's the amount of things I've killed. I don't really know the number on it, but it's got to be in close to the billions.
It's got to be. Yeah, I was gonna say it's got to be like.
It's got to be like I
Eight
probably
figures.
ended 8 billion lives.
Dude, Adolf can take some notes off me, bro.
I mean, it's I always like I'm like, yeah, if it's pound for pound, it's probably Adolf. But if we're going on a numbers game, it's probably most other exterminators.
But I would think. I mean, I don't know. I know you're a sensitive guy like me. Does it ever make you sad,
Dude, I cried one time at a customer's house and I had to like hide it. It wasn't I killed the wrong target. It wasn't.
Oh shit! His son?
yeah, his baby boy, man. Fucking, I was like, oh, I could have swore that was a possum. You know how kids are, they're how ugly they are sometimes. I started bashing it. No, I went to this one person's house. So a lot of the times, like it's like hornets and stuff. That's the big money, you know. And those are the fun jobs because like I might die. So it's like
Those ones that get you up in the morning.
yeah, because it's like it's money. It's a high stake, high reward. I'm like, let's fucking go. I have like a bee suit I could put on, but I don't because I like to give them a fucking chance. You know,
I like that.
Let's go.
That's
my customers are like, that's cool, but also will I get sued? And I'm like, maybe if I might die under your deck, I might come for you.
Yeah.
No, so I was like spraying for yellow jackets in the ground, and I just in Medford Lakes, so it's very woodsy area. They have like a canoe in or a kayak in their backyard, and I just hear this scratching around in the kayak, and I look in it, and there's a squirrel that's stuck in there, and he can't get out, and the kayak's like up against a tree, so the bottom of it's filled with water, and I'm like, oh shit, this dude, and he's like soaked, so he's been trying to get out of there for probably a few days or something, and he looks exhausted, so I'm like, I'm gonna help you, dude. So I like put the kayak down and I'm trying to like get him out, and he's like doesn't trust me. So he just, I swear to God, at one point he's like on his back and he looks at me, and instead of like I had like this pole, I was trying to like grab this and I'll take you out of the water, he like put his head back and just like breathed in, and like I think he drowned himself.
Damn.
I was just like, oh, and I'm like my customer was like, whatever, it's just a squirrel. And I'm like, with the pole, I'm trying to give it like CPR. I'm like, nah, we're not gonna lose this fucker. And then she's like, whatever, don't even worry about it. I'm like, this is for me at this point. And then she's like, can you at least take it with you? And like, I ended up killing it. And she's like, don't worry about it. I'm like, yeah, no, why would I give a shit about this fucking squirrel, dude? And then,
Dude, what do you think it was about you that like it saw you and was like, I'd rather kill myself than let this man help me?
I think he could read. I think he saw. He's like, an exterminator? No.
Yeah.
Not by my. He's like maybe he was a Japanese squirrel. He wanted to die with honor.
Sure.
Yeah.
That was himself in the chest.
What was that in Shogun? Yeah.
Seppuku?
Yeah, he did some seppuku, but they don't have swords, so drowning himself was it. And then I felt there's actually a few things like I found like dead birds one time. My mom doesn't know this, but like her backyard's basically a pet cemetery.
Nice.
So I bring them back and I bury them, and I'm like,
Your mom? You put him in your mom's backyard?
yeah, well, you know they deserve a proper burial.
You're like Assassin's Creed, dude. You like shut their eyes when you're done.
Put some coins on them.
I just had a terrible perception of exterminators. I thought you guys just got off on like killing.
Nah, probably a lot of them, not me. I fell into this business.
Yeah.
Like dad was an and he didn't give a shit. I don't think he might have gotten upset. One time I cried because it killed a really big rat and it looked like a cat. Like
Damn.
it was that big. Yeah, I exterminated this grocery store somewhere. We have patient confidentiality. Actually, I don't. I don't, but out of respect for, I like these people. And also, like, it's a grocery store. You're going to, like, all the grocery stores have fucking rodents going around in their shit. But that's why they call me. And I don't do a good job. No.
It's great promotion, Cody.
Call Mugabug for low story. Call the other shitty one.
Your exterminator does a bad job and he cries at the end.
I'm like cuck killing. So I go, they're like, we have like a bad rat situation. I'm like, all right. So I go with these snap traps, these big ass snap traps. And the first night I go, I kill it, one of them, but there's no evidence of the actual rat itself. It's just its spinal cord and just blood all over the place. So I guess all the other rats ate it.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So the next morning, and I got to go to this, it's a grocery store. So I got to go like 5:30, 4:30 in the morning. I go the next morning, didn't know I was going to have to get called in. I actually drank the night before, so I couldn't start my truck because I have 2 DUIs and I have a breathalyzer on it. So I had to have my...
I feel like a DUI comes with an exterminator.
Yeah, it's nice to have to blow into a breathalyzer when you're in a truck filled with pesticides.
Yeah,
You know, I feel like,
exactly.
It's just like, well, at least I know I'm hot. Like, usually I'd be like careful with my breath. Now I'm like, what's the fucking point? You know, I'm fucking, this business will take my life.
That kind of beats like chewing gum. Like if a cop smells like mint on your breath, thinks you're drinking, it's just pure pesticide.
It's like, is that a repellent? You been drinking repellent, dude?
You were raid again?
Yeah. So, shit. What was I? So I had my girlfriend drive me to like, go clean out these rat traps. And she just has a picture of me like crying, holding this big ass fucking rat. Because it looked like one of my, like, I don't know, it just looked like way too big of a thing for me to kill.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what the fuck did I do? And I was still like hungover or like drunk. So I was just very emotional. Just like, oh man, I just threw that one in the dumpster. That I don't bury rats.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't bury rats. It's gotta be like
grave,
at least a squirrel. A bird. I buried a snake. His name was Sticky. He got stuck in.
Do you name all your victims?
No, this one wasn't. He wasn't the target audience either.
Damn.
I have these sticky traps in my garage, and Sticky got stuck in the sticky traps, and it was just like a little ringneck snake, and I like got oil, and I was able to get him unstuck, and then we were playing for a bit. I was giving him some water. I thought I was gonna invent like a really good snake. I'm like, oh, sticky snake, that's like half the battle, right?
Yeah.
Turns out they can't really move after that, and I was like, came out the next day, and he was just dead. I'm like, fuck, no, Sticky, and then I buried him.
Went to work. So happy, dude. Just I can't get over just like all your clients just watching you have a mental breakdown every time you kill anything they ask you to.
The shoe's on the other foot too. I got a bunch of crazy clients as well. Like I had
yeah, they got to be insane. Like the mixed bag, it's got to be.
There's a few of them because some people see bugs, some people have bugs, and then some people see bugs, and there's no bugs. Like I had a customer one time, like every time I go there, and I wasn't certain if she was losing her mind or not. I go there, she's like, I have all these bugs everywhere. Like this stuff isn't working. I'm like, okay, like what is it? Where are they? What are you talking about? And she's like, I have some. I saved some. I'm like, okay, which sounds crazy, but people do save bugs for me. And I'm like, that's a fucking Black Widow. That's crazy that you got that.
Yo, this is a Black Widow, the biggest one I've ever seen. And see that red dot? That means it can fucking kill you. This boy, well, it's a girl, it's a female. The red dot means it's female. I don't know if you can say it. But, yeah, dude, that's crazy. I've never seen one that big.
Wait, they hang onto the bug and then
they'll put it in a bag or something and be like, what's up with this guy? This guy's all over the place. I'm like, hold on, let me look at this guy. I'm like a bartender that doesn't know how to make the drink.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah, you want a fucking old fashioned for sure. Okay, here you go. It's like, this isn't the big ice cube I asked for, but But so she's like, here, I'll show you. And then so she like shows me. She doesn't have a bag for it, it's just in her fucking hand. And she shows me, and I'm like, well, that's a sunflower seed. We don't. Yeah,
that ranch?
That's ranch.
That's ranch.
It's good flavor, actually.
Yeah.
It's one of the best flavors. And then she's like, okay, but what about this? I'm like, well, that's the kernel from the sunflower seed. You know, that's the inside of it. Dang. And she's like, I swear these were everywhere. I'm like, maybe your husband was eating sunflower seeds or something. And then like, I didn't see, like I stopped. I used to go inside that house to exterminate. And then they switched to I just go and spray the exterior of the foundation of their house, and I didn't see her because like the husband was. I was like telling him, I'm like, yeah, she like thinks there's bugs everywhere. And there's like sunflower seeds, so I don't know. And he's like, oh yeah. And then like the other day I was spraying around the outside and I looked up like at the back door with like a glass door, and she's just staring at me like in like a horror movie, like a robe, just like doesn't look anything close to the way she looked like I guess she really did what like was losing her mind, and I just was like one of the person that was like I was like, I think she might be losing her mind. Like, and then
that's got to be the worst kind of dementia to have. Is like she just got into like sunflower seeds, and every time she spits one out, she's like, "Oh my god, a tarantula!" Like, just all day.
Yeah, you're just like, "Oh god, these spiders in my mouth."
I'm gonna put this in my sister's popcorn.
Yeah, that's fine. One day my sisters will turn into that lady. That was the goal.
After years of eating daddy long legs, you have to. I think that's the only goal you can have.
Yeah.
Damn.
So I got like customers like that, but then I got the opposite, like people that do have a lot of bugs and don't mind them. Like, they live in like a townhouse, and I'll have a customer that's next door to theirs, and they keep getting roaches only on one side of their apartment complex. Yeah. I'm like, well, that's because it's your next door neighbor, and they're gonna come back every time you don't have me spray because they just probably are loaded with roaches. So they finally called like the landlord, and the landlord calls that guy. He's like, listen, if you don't call this exterminator and have him come in, we're going to kick you out. So he calls me. I go to do the job. I don't know what to expect. I ring the door, and this dude that looks like Wario from Mario Party answers with cowboy boots on.
Of course.
And I'm like, hold on, I forgot something from the truck. And I go to the truck and I text somebody like, yo, if I don't text you back in a half hour, I'm at this address and he's got me.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That's how scary he looked. I was just like, I don't know what this guy's up to. But I go in there. He's got a coffee mug. There's a roach crawling on it, on the coffee mug that he's drinking from.
Now, are you dealing with a lot more like hoarders, or are you dealing more with just regular people who want you to come out?
Most of the time, it's like people with nice homes and just like maybe getting some ants and stuff, or like just like little like I do have my group of customers where I'm like, okay, watch where you step in this house, and it's gonna be sad in here. Like it's like, oh, okay, you have bugs for a reason. A lot of people just most of my customers is maintenance and just like preemptive shit. Mm-hmm. But then you get this guy who's just and he even said, he's like, I don't even mind him. Like I like these guys. Like
boys.
He was just like, and then eventually he's like, yeah, actually there's a few. Now after doing it for a year, he's like, this is pretty good. Mm-hmm. I like having coffee without roaches in it. I'm like, serious?
Wow, you're opening new horizons for these people.
You never know how low someone is where it's like, I never even thought that you could live like that. You know?
Yeah. Holy shit, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, right? You're like, wait, I get bug free?
I saw ants in here one time in my apartment, and I like had no idea what to do. So I did like your method that you had told me is step on them. You said your go-to is just see if you can crush them all. And I was like, all right, Cody told me to crush them. So I just went around. I was tap dancing on these fuckers.
Eventually, how did you get? You got a high score?
I did pretty good because you can get about 9 or 10 with one stop.
Yeah. One stop. Yeah, I always say just put on like Dance Revolution or Cha-Cha Slide.
Yeah.
Cha-Cha real smooth.
No, it was, I mean, it worked until like Gab came out of the bedroom and saw me doing it. When you see your huge orange boyfriend like tapping on your shitty linoleum floor, you don't have sex for at least a month. Nothing good comes out of that.
Yeah, it's even longer if you use your hands.
Why would you smack? I don't know. That's how you really mug a bug, if you ask me.
Yeah, dude. I feel like if I worked it, just to change it up, I'd want to smack around. Like, what's the largest body you are able conditioned to dispose of? Like,
what do you mean? Like
weight wise or?
Well, I guess like I think I'm like there's a very gray area about aliens that I'm interested. Like, okay, it's just like what if there was like just another species from another planet that was here and I saw it and they're like, hey, we got like 8 of these in our backyard. I don't know. I don't think there's like a weight limit to it. Yeah. Like I think the actual creature would be like a raccoon.
Okay, that's probably as big as you go.
Nope, I won't even kill a chipmunk. I like chipmunks. Mice. Mice is as big as you go? Yeah, someone has squirrels, I'm like, call somebody else, dude. I like that squirrel.
That's actually a very good point of like with all the UAPs now, We might just have to call on the exterminators to deal with these fucking guys. You guys are the best equipped to handle a foreign body nobody's kind of familiar with.
No one understands.
He won't even fucking go after raccoons. He loves them too much. Cody himself is not the most equipped.
Yeah, that might be true.
We're gonna trust Cody on an intergalactic war.
He'll be 2nd Battalion. I'll get in there after the first dogs.
He'll be the guy like stationed in like Germany. He'll be like Frankfurt. Yeah, we're fighting in Iraq, but Cody's in Germany. You know, gives me
I just gotta take, instead of like a flamethrower, I'm just spraying pesticides with the leaf blower.
He's in reserves right now.
Yeah,
the pesticides become like a war crime. It's actually inhumane to kill the aliens.
I just got lit on my tank. It just says "Little Hiroshima." Just like, yeah.
Oh my god, man! Like, so what? What's it like running your own business, coming back? Like, obviously, your father was his father a part of it?
No. Yeah,
what got your pops into it? Do you know?
I think like our exterminator just wanted to sell it, and my dad was like, "So what's that about?" And and then
a real go-getter. I like that.
It's like it's extermination's like super lucrative and shit. Like you don't gotta like pesticides aren't that expensive, and like as long as you have clients, you're pretty good. You're pretty set. And also like even during COVID and shit, people still were like, "We'll leave our house, come in, kill the bugs." Like and I'm trying to make the bugs bigger. Just invent ways to make bugs bigger so that way I could charge more money. It's just about see, like I don't need to kill the troops somewhere else. I just need to make bugs bigger and, you know, improve my worth.
Well, they might be getting bigger because all the growth hormones in our food, like the ants are just trying to get to our food.
Yeah.
So they're munching our stuff.
Dude, and I think some of them are getting into like pre-workout or cocaine. I saw a full-on ant war outside of one of my customers' house one time.
What's that like?
Dude, it was fucking cool.
Yeah.
It was kind of scary because I don't even know how I like figured it out because I'm just like looking. I'm like, that's a different color. Why are all these ants like lined up and like charging at each other and shit? And there was like 2 different colonies, and I was looking, and they're killing each other. Like 2 ants from one colony would go up to this other ant from the other from both sides, grab its legs, and just start backing up and rip it in half.
Damn.
Oh my god.
And that's their only kill move, I'm pretty sure. I didn't really see any other kill moves, but they were all doing that.
It weren't like fire ants. It wasn't like Bloods versus Crips.
I think it was Bloods versus Crips type of deal.
Damn. You ever dealt with a fire ant?
No, I was in Florida and one bit me on the toe one time, and I was like, that fucking sucks. But someone had said they had fire ants. I didn't see any fucking.
And like a bull ant is like that can kill you, right? Bull ants.
Oh, is those the ones in like Africa or something? Like those?
Maybe.
Maybe. I haven't heard. It was like an Alaskan bullworm type of ant like deal, or
I think it's a SpongeBob character.
A bull ant. You just pull out like a big red sheet.
I'm trying to think of what the bull ant is. I think I saw like the tribes in Africa would put their hand in a glove with like 100 bull ants or whatever, and they have to wear it for like 12 hours, and then they get like. That's like their initiation to whatever their tribe is or whatever. So, I mean, they probably are just used to it. I think if you have some sort of allergic reaction, you get stung by like anything that has adrenaline in it, it can give you like a heart attack and die.
Damn.
Well, from what I know, I think there's bull ants in like North Philly, but it's like Boul, and they're like, that's bull ant over there. His
name's Anthony.
He stays in Strawberry Mansion. He good people. That's Bull Anthony. He over there. You don't want to see Bull Ant over there.
So back to your dad. So your dad just started out because your exterminator was retiring.
Yeah, my dad was like in between jobs and was just like, oh yeah, this could be like a good job, and it was until maybe the pesticides killed him. We're not certain.
Well, that's the thing. Like I mean, it's got to be like working in the coal mines. Like the coal mines are killing you. Like you're around pesticides so much.
There's definitely ways. Like I gotta look at the wind. Like I'm like a golfer. Like I'm about to spray. I grab the grass and I throw it. I'm like, okay, we gotta spray this way. Like, and then like somehow the wind. I forget about trade winds. Yeah, I gotta spray with every color of the wind. That's how I wanted to start dyeing my pesticides just so it was green. That'd be fun for people to watch.
True. If you do like LGBT houses and you just do like rainbow spray. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, I would just have to have each one like a certain density, so it would like layer.
Yeah, it'll layer. You'll have like a drag show in the background to invite 5th graders over to watch.
I like that.
Yeah, that'd be nice. But yeah, I wear like one of those breathing masks and like a shield and stuff, and then sometimes I'll be like, I'm hungover. This doesn't matter. I'm dying anyway.
Are you like bug guy, kill the bug in your house guy?
Yeah, but my fiance says that if I step on the cockroaches, so we're in an old warehouse.
Yeah, not supposed to step
Not
on the
supposed to
cocks.
step on them. So instead, we just get the 409 and we just spray them, and then I put like a solo cup on top of them and just hope that it kills it. And then I quickly do like a whole pickup stuff and then throw it into the toilet. And I really just wish I could just step on it.
You do spray and then put the cup over it.
Yeah, and then sometimes I'll flip. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, because he could go die somewhere else where you don't want him to.
Yeah.
And also not put him in the trash can and in the toilet is the right move, because that's why you're not supposed to step on him. Because if you step on him, if it's pregnant, the eggs will just be in the cracks, in the cracks of your shoes, and then you just got them
I can
coming
see
back.
you being a humongous pussy when it comes to bugs.
What gave that away? Everything about me.
So is Gab the bug gal?
Most of the time, it's just her and I stare at them, and we're like, "God, I wish they weren't here."
You guys are like two cats, like
That's what I said. I go to kill them. It really is Shul like.
and then they flex, and you're like, all right.
I used to try, like early in the relationship, I try to go big dog. She'd be like, "Oh my God, there's a spider in the bathroom." I'm like, "What? Who cares about that guy? I'll go get it." And then like I don't let her watch, and I close the bathroom door. I'm like, "It's just you and me in here, man. You don't have to be here. There's tons of cracks. Okay, this place was built like shit."
Exactly.
That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to turn the business into just no pesticides. Pesticides free. We just communicate with these bugs and ask them to leave. But unfortunately, bugs are very unreasonable.
Yeah,
And they
sonar's got to be pretty expensive.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. You can't. It turns into a very less lucrative business all of a sudden when you just go.
The bottom line on sonar is getting out of control right
It's
now.
really funny, the idea of like a very like liberal thing is like we don't need to send a cop, send a social worker. You could be the social worker like exterminator. When you sit them down and you're like, what made you act like this? What happened in your bug childhood? That you
Well, my
It's like,
mom.
oh fuck, that inch is shot at school.
the end
damn
of
it.
school.
Well, my mom ate my dad immediately after conceiving me.
because that's
And
what.
so now I gotta have fear of everything.
Do we still respect the praying mantis?
I always respected the praying mantis, but also like there was that thing going on. I don't think they ever were in danger. So I have like a conspiracy theory about praying mantises that actually a decent amount of them are actually just robots controlled by the CIA to control on us, or like to spy on us. Because I looked into their eyes when I was really high one time, and it looked like little recording symbols. I'm like, oh, you think you're gonna fucking spy on me? And Dad killed it, and nothing happened. It was illegal. No cops came. No nothing.
Yeah, there's a bunch of conspiracy theories about like you go to jail if you kill like a praying mantis.
Yeah.
That's not true, right?
I don't think so. I don't think anyone's been in the slammer for a praying mantis kill.
Well, freeze, bitch. We got you on candid camera now. It's a sting operation. Chris Hansen, get the fuck in here.
Take a seat and sit like this.
Dude, I was exterminating someone's house though, and I saw a praying mantis, and I watched it. It like caught a fly and just started eating its face. That's
sick.
And I have a video of that too. I have a video of the ant war. Also, I was spraying an ant, and then a spider dropped down, and they got into like a pesticide. It was like almost like KY jelly match between the ant and the spider because they both got hit with the pesticides. And it was like, who's gonna die first because of the pesticides or because of the murder? They both just kind of like died on their own.
So if somebody got into your phone and they hacked into your phone and they saw all your bug videos, they'd be like either like
not
this
gonna look
guy
good.
is insane.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, just with all the other correlating videos, that's this.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with pro athletes study film. It's just Cody going over the film.
Sure.
How can I do better?
See, now they maneuver.
There's some nice ones. Sometimes I just so like I said, like they're saying baby or praying mantises are like on the verge of extinction, but I saw 30 babies in my backyard like the other a few years ago. So there's like at least 30 left. We're good. You know, like we can just smash it.
I got 30 back here, dude. Just come see. You worried about them? They're good.
Yeah, but dude, the baby ones were, and they were super like they were like all dancing and shit. So I have a cool video of them dancing, and so it's not all kill. There's some of them that like make them dance for it.
Do you think you're more Dr. Doolittle or do you think you're more Steve Zahn's character from Saving Silverman?
Oh man, I think I'm a mixture of the two.
Wow.
Yeah, because some things. So like, me and Hornets are at a constant. I don't really care about the Hornets.
Those your boys? I mean, those are your enemies?
Yeah, those guys can go fuck off. Like it's just, that's just like they're our rivals. You know, those guys are our rivals. So I mean, there's been a few times where like my buddy has like a big like some of the nests are like this big.
Yeah.
And they're filled with them, and they Hornets can keep stinging you over and over again.
Yes.
So
they also have like an aerial attack too, where I feel like a lot of your victims and a lot of your enemies are more on the ground. Mm-hmm. So I feel like they are definitely fighting in another playing field that I think like exterminators, they should not have to worry about Hornets. I think you guys should be free.
yeah, I was thinking of I have a few inventions to take care of that, but like because like I was actually really high up on a ladder, so it's like you're saying, I'm kind of like out of my elements, like fighting a shark in
100%.
water or whatever, or like having a shark come fight me out of water. I think I might take it.
100%.
So I'm up actually at this point. I already sprayed it, and I'm clearing the fucking nest out, and I'm up pretty high. And I guess one of them fell like. That was still kind of alive on my stomach. And I'm getting down from the ladder and I'm like, and it fucking stung me. And my reaction is to just fucking jump backwards.
Would you have a crop top on?
Yeah. Dude, they can see.
He got the crop top and
He's the
George.
sexiest
I actually,
exterminator.
it wasn't a crop top. I did the Britney Spears, like the belly thing and put it through. Yeah. It's like, ow.
It was hot that day.
Sting me, baby, one more time.
Yeah,
There you
I, every time I start to spray, I put on toxic. Don't you know that I'm toxic?
Underrated song.
That is a great song.
But thank God I was only like 2 stairs from the top, like so I didn't die.
Yeah.
But I'm like, if they got me at the top, it probably would be a paraplegic.
I learned this from TikTok. You just fill up gasoline in a bucket and you just put it over the hornet's nest.
Yeah.
And it's so funny when they don't do it right.
Right. Oh
Then
yeah.
all
What
the
happens?
hornets.
Yeah. Because they get stung the fuck up.
Yeah, so what happens was you put gasoline in a bucket and then you put it over the nest and then they slowly just fall.
Suffocate, basically.
Suffocate, yeah.
And then they drop into it. But people will do it
You
really
have to be good.
Yeah, if you don't do it quick enough, now there's one flying around,
Yeah.
stinging your hand, so you're gonna drop it, and now they're all after you.
And you're covered in gasoline.
Gasoline,
And then you
one
just-
lights a match.
Yeah, yeah.
You're
That's
done.
actually
What's
what
a
happened.
pyro
To
bit?
that.
Yeah.
That's actually what happened to that monk guy.
They should do PSAs that they did for Thanksgiving. They're like, do not deep fry your turkey. It's like also don't cover the hornets in gasoline.
It's called Exterminator,
Yeah.
dude.
People say, does that work? I'm like, yeah, do it. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, give it a shot.
Do it, then call me.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I mean. Cody is a jack of many trades, where he's a exterminator, but did recently, and I don't know how much you'd like to get into this.
We
get into a little bit of a stint as a private inspector or private investigator.
Yeah, I
should
was
say.
private eye for a bit.
Yeah, Cody was
And
private. eye.
this is different than the person you tried to track down and try to steal Mugabug.
Oh yeah, no, this is completely different. Yeah, wait, I didn't even think I could have used my own services to do that.
Have you ever thought about opening up another wing of the office, being a private investigator?
I mean, now, yeah, I'm down for any ideas if you guys would like that. I mean, you guys looking for part-time work?
Whatever gets the
I
bottom
need
line.
you to look at that. I need you to keep your eye on that for me. I don't know what this
He
guy's
does not
up
do
to.
much. Oh, he's drinking again. Oh, whoops, he's drinking again. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, I was doing some private eye stuff, but it was like for a slip and fall law firm. So it's a lot of like, and I'm not I'm working for the people that are like, oh, there's a crack.
Can I ask how you get into this? How you found your way into this?
One of my buddies was just like, hey, this guy is looking for private eye shit. You want to do it? Then like I'm like thinking it's gonna be somewhat professional, and like the dude's like I call the guy like the main lawyer in it. Like they own the law firm, and he's just like, hey, what kind of fucking truck you drive? I'm like, an extermination truck. He's like, perfect. So he's like, I'm driving in. I like go and like in disguise and like go to places and be like, I'm here to fix this. I'm not. I'm here to measure it and then sue your balls off.
Yeah.
Because like people have tripped on it and now they're suing like a Wawa or some shit.
Yeah.
And that's kind of it. I allegedly broke into a house and got a picture of a stair. That was pretty cool.
And you mask yourself as an exterminator?
I didn't at that point. I was just the truck's outside of the house, so they're like, yeah, that's just an exterminator. Don't work.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't know if it would be like the most undercover car you could take or the most obvious car where it
was
just
like-
has like your name and phone number on it.
I think it would have been. It's the closest one because everyone would be like, oh, what about a flower? Like those trucks that all the FBI is always using. It's like a flower van or some shit.
Yeah.
Like a bouquet roses van. I'm like, nah, everyone's gonna know that something's up with that.
Yeah.
Scooby in the gang. Yeah, that's what it is.
Roll up with that. Yeah, the truck is kind of infamous around here. And like, I just get people like honk. Like, I get customers based off of the like, I don't have bugs. I like that name.
Yeah.
Come on over.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right.
When they get there, what happens if they don't have bucks?
I just sprayed the house, and they're like, here's some money, and I'm like, all right. See you in a month.
Sweet.
Yeah, some of my best customers are just like, just really love to help out local. He's like, you guys, how many employees you got? I'm like, it's me and my mom. They're like, you're hired. I'm like, sweet.
Yeah, that is
Love
nice.
that. Love that.
That is nice. It makes sense too. Because if you don't really think about like obviously I rent, but like if I had a house, it's basically like if it was like, hey, my toilet keeps if you're that scared of bugs,
Yeah.
it's like my toilet keeps exploding. I need somebody to help, and you'll pay anything. Like you just need it to be done.
Yeah.
If you see like roaches and like bugs walking around, I would do the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we've had in the last year a couple of times an exterminator hasn't come out because we're in an old refurbished warehouse. So
Yeah.
the cockroaches are like all the time.
They're. It's funny to see like which bugs like doing good this year. I'm like, it's like stocks. I'm like,
Cockroaches are back.
yeah, like cockroaches are taking like them. You should have got them in on got in early on them and then sold them when you're up top.
I would take cockroaches 10 times out of 10 over mice.
Yeah,
Mice. We had a one mouse, and at my old place, and just crawling on the oven and crawling on the counters and stuff. That just finding mouse shit.
Yeah.
Bothers the fuck out
And
of
it
me.
ruins the entire space too. It's not just like I saw it once. I don't even go to that part of the house anymore. I can't even look at it the
At least
same.
the cockroaches are on they're on land.
yeah. The mice. So for me, if it's like a big mouse problem, like there's a certain tipping point where I'm like, the mice have won. There's too many mice here. They have now taken this place. There's probably another exterminator that has something to do, like knows how to do this, but they're in the ceilings and shit. Like, but if it's like that situation, I'd rather the mice over cockroaches because cockroaches come back like pretty strong each time. If I just come in with the right bait. The bait I have for the mice, they eat it, and when they eat it, they like get thirsty, so they go outside looking for water. And when they drink the water, it activates the chemical, so they don't die in your house. Pretty nifty pesticides there, and you can't get it like at normal stores. You gotta get your pesticides license and then go to Residex or whatever, and then you can get that shit.
So there is like licensing about certain things that you buy to use when you're actually exterminating the house.
Yeah, so I'm not like there's a whole separate termites license. I got like basically any type of other bug besides termites. And then there's even like if you're like a landscaper, we're all in the same wheelhouse. If you're a landscaper, you also have to get like whatever pesticides you use to spray on yards and shit. And then you have to do some bullshit like courses and stuff, and with a lot of farting old men. And yeah, they're always farting, man.
Yeah.
It seems like
Yeah,
it's a Terminator thing.
yeah, I think that's what it is. It's just like a pesticides fart. It's like, yeah, I got hit in the face today. That's the worst. You like spraying something in the gust of winds, just like, yeah, you're like, oh.
What smells worse, shower fart or a pesticides fart?
The pesticides fart.
Damn.
Because there's no. It's
poison.
It's like a lack.
Literal poison.
Yeah.
Are we saying shower farts don't smell great? Or is that what we're landing
I
on?
like shower farts, but they are the smelliest of farts.
I think they smell sometimes terrific, especially if I just got in there with a little bit of body wash. Oh my god!
Are you like
dude.
putting soap on
I
your
don't like to
ass? You
mix-
like
yeah.
trying to blow bubbles?
I don't try to, but if it happens, I go, "What a beautiful surprise!"
It's the dirty bubble.
Another SpongeBob
That's two
reference.
SpongeBob. Let's fucking go. Yeah, your exterminator loves SpongeBob, by the way. I don't know if you know.
He's got photos and pictures of bugs, videos of bugs. He loves SpongeBob.
He's wearing a
anybody
crop
wants an
top shorts.
autistic exterminator.
It's just making
Yeah,
our clients put it onto the
It
background.
was actually
yeah.
funny. I was like, you have to get every 5 years, you have to get recertified, and I'm like taking all these courses online. So I'm taking the courses, and they're saying bug facts, and I'm also watching Love on the Spectrum. And I just like felt like I was also on a date.
Do you think autistic people would probably be good exterminators because they love bugs so much?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, they probably.
Why don't
might
we have
befriend
an entire school of just autistic people becoming exterminators?
I mean, we can start one right now.
Why not?
Let's do it.
That's where your bottom line is.
Yeah, now we're cooking.
We're always cooking. We're always got ideas.
Because I wanted to expand, and I think that's the best way.
Just hiring autistic dudes.
Yeah.
But what if they start to befriend the bugs and they turn against you?
It's true.
That's always on the table.
They're king bug.
Yeah, that's probably what's gonna happen too.
It's like the movie,
I mean,
Wilfred.
but you just gotta flow with where it's going, and I know that's gonna happen. But they're still making AI, and we all know where that's gonna lead.
Yeah.
Like, we're all gonna get killed by the robots, and I'm gonna get fucked over by all these autistic people working for me because they're gonna take over and join the bugs. And it's just something that we're gonna have to experience in the human
Once
world.
the autists join the bugs, we're done for. Yeah. But do you like? It's kind of. Do you ever get like PETA interactions where like sometimes animal protective agencies are going at you?
Not an actual agency or anything, but I've had like people come up to me. It's usually like I was spraying some yard. Someone had cicada killers, which I don't know if you guys seen those things. They're like this fucking big. They're scary. They're pretty. They're pretty.
Cicadas
friendly.
are scary looking, yeah.
Yeah, and they're like black and yellow, and this one person had them all over their yard. So I'm spraying the yard, and some guy's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Killing these bugs, man." He's like, "Can you not?" I'm like, "No. What are you? Who are you? Why are you?" Really? He's like, and then he's like, "All right, yeah, no, I understand. You're just doing your job, but like, I keep bees right over there, and my bees are gonna go in this yard, and they're gonna die." I'm like, "Shit, man, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I wish I." And then he actually like. We were kind of like talking. I'm like, I wish there was something I could do, but like, he's just gonna call somebody else if I don't do it. He's like, yeah, you're right. And then he took me over and showed me all of his bees. I'm like, that's pretty cool, man. I hope they don't die.
I hope I don't kill you.
I hope I didn't kill your honeybees, man.
Why is he keeping bees? Don't keep bees.
Dude, you gotta save the bees. Gotta save the
Yeah,
bees.
bees are big for the environment, right?
Fuck
Yeah.
you, dude.
Just kind of bees.
Yeah.
Just be kind in general.
kind.
You gotta be nice to them if you see bees. Just be nice to them. No, see, we're not.
Fuck bees. I'm
Anything,
sorry. I'll draw my line of
100%
saying
fuck bees.
code.
Yes.
That's cool. That's cool. You're fine. So you guys are
You're
the
a
ones that
guest,
give
but
me.
you know what? Fuck bees.
I listen. I understand. I understand. Fuck bees, because especially. Are you allergic or something?
Yeah.
All right.
Just got stung like 9 times one time in the
Yeah.
cheek, and I didn't love it. So I was like,
Really?
Are you sure it was a bee and not a yellow jacket?
there's a difference?
Yeah.
Oh, it probably was a. Like, I'm not scared of the
was
wood
it-
bees. I hate people that are scared of the big wood bees.
The carpenter bees.
My
I got-
fiance is so scared of,
Yeah.
of the wood bees. I'm like, they do not sting.
They bite.
Yeah.
They bite.
They
I got,
bite?
I got bit by one of them. Yeah, someone was like, because they like drill into the mailboxes, and someone was like, "Yeah, I think there's a carpenter bee living there, and there's a hole under there." Instead of like me just looking, I like put my finger on there.
Oh, so when you
And
attack
then
their domicile, they
yeah,
bite.
what's that?
It's you attack their domicile, you attack their house.
Yeah. If you're like, they're not gonna come
Yeah,
up.
they're
and,
flying around.
No,
They
they're not.
don't bite.
Most
Yeah.
things won't fuck with you like that.
But I always hear that, but then it never seems to be that way. Where like, if you don't bother him, he won't bother you. But it's like he is flying in my general vicinity.
You just
and
gotta
he's-
stare right at him and be like,
he's literally landing on my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't appreciate that.
And they're
Yeah.
like, yeah, just don't bug him. I'm like, if anybody else did this, if there's a guy that came up to me and he started like rubbing the back of my neck, he's
Yeah.
like, yeah, don't even look at him. You're fine.
Bees don't understand
the bigger
consent.
man.
Yeah. He's no, I can't.
Beyonce's husband, bees.
Oh,
they
God.
don't understand consent.
Dude, I mean,
BGs.
Damn, that was fucking topical.
that was incredibly topical.
Oh my god, he's like devouring
He's
him.
fucking him in the face right now.
That's like
And he's
sad, kinda.
eating his ass, dude. This is like the craziest 69 I've ever seen.
Oh, shit. I feel bad. Kinda.
I see it a lot, so I don't really feel bad anymore. I like when the circle of life does my job for me,
Yeah, that's true.
but also at the same time, then I'm like, all right, where the fuck? That's crazy that means there's
is
probably a nest somewhere around. Not necessarily in your yard. Yeah, I just took out like a big one the other day.
Get rid of them.
Yeah, but if I don't know where their nest is, I can't do shit. That's so nuts, dude.
God.
Yo, he's like fucking buried.
Yeah, dude. I'm scared.
Stand back for a second. Oh, it's okay.
What in the fuck is going on?
Yo, he is fucking this dude up, bro.
Oh my god. Is he like eating him from like?
Yeah, he's just fuck. I mean, they also have like venom.
Oh my god. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen.
You didn't hear him?
Yeah. Like
Eat
munching
like
out.
yeah.
Oh. And it's dead, right? I mean.
I think it's still alive.
Oh my god.
Yo, he just tore off his. Now it's dead.
Hey, Code. School us on bed bugs.
I don't even fuck with bed bugs anymore.
The silent killer.
I won't do them.
So those.
I won't do bed bugs.
So you met your match.
I met that. It's just like they're gonna Trojan horse me.
Yeah.
You know, they're gonna come back. And from the stories I heard from everybody and just like the customers' house, like I have to go back like 8 times, and sometimes they don't have them, and it's just like they're having PTSD because like it's such a fucking awful experience. You have to like.
Yeah, can you get the full rundown of like what bed bugs do and then what the
And don't
process
take this
is?
the wrong way, but you look like a guy that has had to deal with bed bugs before.
I personally not my bed. Good
for you, 'cause I have, so
keep
now I
them
feel
out of my
terrible.
bed, dude.
Cody
I
doesn't have a bed. That's like his whole solution.
I have a bunk bed. They're on top bunk. We limit it to that.
We deal with mattress bugs. They're a lot cleanlier, nice people.
Oh, you mean my pets? You mean my best friends?
Yeah.
You mean the people that I breastfeed with my skin? Yeah, so there's like basically like, you know, little fuckers that they'll get in your beds and in the crack. So they like hide during the day. They'll be in the cracks and crevices of all your shit. And then at night they come out and they fucking munch on your blood. And then they actually like swell up and you'll see like, if you like squish one, it'll just be like a red little splatter. And that's some of your blood, you know?
Yeah, it's
That's your
crazy.
fucking
It's like a
blood.
mosquito, kind of.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a mosquito.
So, and they're just so small, and like since they're in the cracks and crevices of couches and shit, like you could spray and you could put anything down, but they just repopulate so quickly that the next, like you literally have to vacuum every square inch under every nook and cranny, and then not only that, like any clothes or anything that can be washed, it's got to be thrown in the washer, and then you got to do that like 3 to 5 times, and then you might be like halfway done the process.
Yeah, the breeding is the
Oh my
worst. They
God.
breed like a bunch of Catholics in the 1950s, man. It's insane.
yeah, it's true. So
The dad bedbug gets home from
Yeah.
work and he beats the shit out of the wife, and then
Yep. Exactly. But then they breed, and you have to end up going through an entire process of putting all your shit in the dryer.
Yeah.
How do we?
And on a daily basis, when you're also trying to just do your normal life
Yeah.
shit, and then you're like out and you're like, fucking goddamn, and then you have all the scars from it.
Yep.
It's and I'm just like, you know what, like,
Have you gotten bed bugged?
Yeah, I got bed bugged.
What happened?
The house next to me in Philadelphia was being condemned, and they were going through it, and the bed bugs just came through the air vent.
No way.
Yeah.
that's usually what happens. It's like people get really like, I'm not like, get really upset. They call me and they're like, I'm not dirty. I'm like, I know.
No, you know.
Someone near you.
They were
is.
on a SEPTA bus. They're on.
Yeah.
I mean, they say a lot of hotel rooms. People get them from
Hotel
there because
rooms,
they
yeah,
jump
they
onto
want-
your suitcase and everything, and then you're traveling down on a plane or you're traveling on a car.
Yeah.
And then you got to go back. Oh, getting bed bugs will ruin a month of your life.
Yeah, think twice about getting that fucking sick piece of furniture for free on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, or picking
Whoopsie.
that one up that's on the sidewalk. Yeah.
Yeah.
But why would we you hear a lot of stuff about like, all right, this bug does do bad stuff, like bees, like they suck, they're annoying, but they pollinate, which that means nothing to me.
Nope.
But like bed bugs, what do they do that we can't just get rid of all of them at once?
We don't need that much blood, you know? And
You think we have?
Are you using the royal we as you are a bed bug? Yeah, we don't need much
no,
blood.
no. I'm saying like the bed. Yeah, maybe that's what. Oh shit, dude! I became one of the bugs.
We the beetle.
Buddy, you're the bug.
I'm the bug.
You're the fifth beetle.
The plankton's got inside my head, and there's 3 references, and he's reeling the things. Just like, yeah, dude.
But that's insane. I mean, every
this
bug that does
podcast
stuff
brought to you
like
by spiders. Don't kill them.
You're like the Chick-fil-A mascot. It's like-
Yeah, the guy from Men in Black. Yeah.
What's that?
That guy from Men in Black.
Oh, well, sugar water. Yeah, should be that for Halloween.
Men in black face. How about that? I just don't get the fact that like, why would we keep like bed bugs, mosquitoes, like termites? That's a total dick move. Nobody eats wood. Why are you eating wood?
Dude, I want to eat wood. So, yeah, I might be
Wait,
bugged,
get
dude.
with that
Dude,
thought. Get with that thought.
Hey.
Continue with that thought.
Dude, doesn't when you go to like a wood shop, are you like, oh man, dude, I like to fucking just because of gay stuff? No, I meant like,
No, I'm not saying that.
I meant like the smell of sawdust instead of is that a little less gay? Sawdust. That's like the cup of wood.
Sawdust sounds like a gay stripper.
Weird sawdust.
That was an 80s WWE wrestler.
So cool, that's it. Yeah.
I just think it smells good. Like that's why I like my favorite foods like snacking is like pretzels. So I'm like that tastes the most like wood probably.
That's insane.
So I might.
Cody, that's crazy.
I think if it's like my past life, I was like a bug, and now I'm like, I'll fucking kill him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look who I am now.
What bug do you think you were in the past? Like, because you are emotional, but you also are a cold-blooded killer.
Maybe a ladybug.
True.
Yeah.
A Cody bug.
Yeah, maybe like a ladybug or something.
Now, do you like the song Jitterbug?
Yeah. I like got the boom boom in my heart. Yeah.
Nice, I like that.
Yeah, the jitterbug. Yeah. I really like that song actually.
Nice.
But then sometimes you like if it comes on, you're really sad. You're just like, and you let it play. You're like, what the fuck is this song?
Are you a fan of the Beatles?
Yeah. Like the bug or the.
I was gonna say he likes the band too. Yeah.
I don't really like the bug that much. They're like they fly right into you and they'll just like chill. And they're like, what the fuck's that? And you think it's a scarier bug.
Yeah, Beatles are cool. I think Beatles are really, really cool because they don't really do much.
Right. Yeah. So I'm not like fuck
say
them
the
because of
Pinchers.
that. What's that?
Let's say the Pinchers, right?
Yeah. So the big one. Yeah. Those guys are kind of spooky.
But they're not around here. I don't think.
Some of them are.
Really? Wow.
They're not gonna pinch you though. They're not like you're right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
why?
you're
That's
good.
the thing
They're
too.
friends?
It's like,
Yeah, they're friends. I talk to them all. I'm like, listen, guys.
yeah, what do they have to say?
They're like,
Oh my God, we're going to put you. Well, John, we're going to pinch him.
they're just all playing the drums.
How come some of us can fly? It's a great question, actually.
They all wearing suits and shit. And like, their parents won't even know you're doing acid. I've done that. I was exterminated on acid before. That's not a good idea.
What happened?
That's probably why I'm like this now. Because I think at first maybe I was like, yeah, fuck these bugs. Now I'm like, yeah, but maybe I shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah.
So you're getting acid trips that are actually making you like sympathize with them.
I was like, what? I think I was like depressed at the time, and I'm like going around. I'm watching these ants like enjoy their job, walking around the house, and I'm like, they're probably going home getting like fucking ant antenna from their wife with like huge thoraxes. You know?
Ant Tussy?
Yeah, exactly. Fucking put that antenna on my ass. And I'm just like, yeah. So I started thinking, I'm like, but then I realized I'm like, they don't think like me. Fuck those things. So I'm like, I go back and forth between like it depends where I'm at mentally. But now I'm just like, yeah, you gotta die.
Who's the smartest bug?
I think Primantis.
A real bug.
Oh yeah, no, instead of robot bug. I think spiders or wasps. Wasps probably.
Not
Wasps are
mice
smart?
or rats.
I mean, mice are pretty smart.
Rats have to be the dumbasses.
I think they're
of
dumbass. Yeah,
vermin.
they're like the fucking job.
Yeah,
Dude.
they're
Like,
juice
yeah,
heads.
they're like, yeah, I play linebacker and shit. And then
Coach would have put me in.
yeah,
Little one state.
exactly. And then like mice are like Wes Walker. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, quick in the pocket.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, little Juliana.
So like,
yeah.
there's literally like they at the bug schools, they'll be like, yo, like you have to switch up. We have to, as a collective group of exterminators, switch up our methods sometimes because they learn and they'll like stop.
shit. Wow.
They'll stop. Like certain shit will stop working if we all use the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, we had a bunch of going back to my old apartment that we had the mouse in. It was just one mouse.
Yeah.
And it just
Yeah, Fred, I met him. Good fella.
yeah. Tell him he fucking sucks.
Yeah,
So
dude,
tell him I'm waiting.
You don't know him the way I do, dude.
Yeah, I'm waiting to get my revenge on that motherfucker.
Yeah.
but yeah,
He's
we
still
had-
around?
Oh, dude, I
got some
I
bait.
don't know.
I got some bait in the car.
I don't know. I moved out.
Oh, okay.
I had to move out. I hated this mouse.
Yeah.
but we had traps everywhere.
Yeah.
Guy
Was
would
that bad? You didn't feel like your
it wasn't that
masculinity was
bad.
challenged?
No, it wasn't. No, don't start those rumors.
Okay.
It wasn't that bad. My lease was up.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever,
That's
dude.
My
See,
lease was
it's
up.
a happy coincidence. You're
Yeah.
like, you know what? Why even worry about
Your
this problem?
lease was up because the meese was in, dude. You couldn't stop him. You had a house and hope.
I couldn't.
Just put a fig cheese.
Dude,
down
it was
there.
like Mike Gilestott in the 90s, and I was like a helpless nose tackle. He got to the second level, and he got to the safety, and he ran him over.
he Ray
You
Lewis.
got a checkpoint. He's like, I'm going back down to the first
Yeah.
level. I'm here now.
Yeah.
You're
That
only
is
gonna
like
get
an
worse.
insane of how inhumane it seemed to be that like other. I mean, I guess it's still around, but like mouse traps. That can't be the most efficient way. That's insane.
You asked earlier, like, how much of a pussy I am. If it's a mouse and it gets caught, I will not throw it out. I can't.
What do you do?
I had my roommate do it. I've only
Now
encountered it one
caught,
time.
like, are you using the sticky or the
still
snaps?
the sticky.
So they're
and,
screaming.
and it's screaming in there.
Does he just throw? So you gotta give him an honorable
So
death.
we went down. No, so what we did,
Gotta smash
we
Firing squad.
had a trash can at the corner of our
Yeah.
block.
Yeah.
We threw it out in there. That's someone else's problem.
Yep.
I think it's probably a good move. I think I would do the
I
same
can't.
thing.
I,
listen,
the
if he's
fact that you have to step on those is insane.
You don't
There
got stuff.
ha-
You just grab a brick or something and drop it.
That's what you're
insane,
supposed
but
to
that's
do.
insane.
Yeah.
Dude, the technology we have in 2024 that, okay, we're going to trap them.
Yeah.
But after that, it's all up to you.
I have people like that are like talking shit on my mouse poison. I'm like, dude, you want me to like, you want to throw out the mouse and listen to it scream?
No.
Because I have poison and they'll go outside and we don't have to worry about this bullshit.
Yeah.
Because so the technology is there. It's just not for the people. You got to go through me,
Are you
dude.
saying that people can't handle it?
Probably. I guess not. I guess they're worried that the people are going to feed them. I mean, we can hardly handle Tide Pods, you know?
True.
So I think it's
Great point.
true. I think, I mean, but who knows? I think maybe rat poison has a little bit more of like a don't eat this. I mean, I did get pulled over one time and I had mouse poison in one of my pockets and I was getting pulled over because forget specifics why, but my car smelled like weed because I was like smoking weed in it. And
Yeah, that's weird how it gets
and-
like that.
yeah, and I was like, what
sometimes.
the fuck is happening? And so like he pulled me over. I eat the joint, and then he's like, he's walking.
ate the joint? You ate the whole
I was
joint?
smoking it. I was almost done. Man.
I ate my own poison.
yeah.
He's just trying to get. He was just trying to get in the mind of a rat.
That's exactly
Exactly,
right.
yeah.
Method acting.
Yeah. Well, so actually, the it's funny you say methadol. The poison kind of looks a little bit like meth. So he pulls me out of the. He comes up and I hear him whisper into his like tit, like, "Yeah, we're gonna fucking work," because he definitely smelled the weed coming out of the car. And I'm like, "Nah, I smoked in it like 2 days ago. You're fine. Don't even worry about it." He's like, "All right, get out of the car. I'm gonna search you." He gets out. I get out of the car. He searches me. He finds the fucking mice poison. He's like, "What the fuck is this?" I'm like, "It's meth." He's like, "Really?" You're like, "No, it's mice poison, dude." I'm like, dude, look at the fucking packet or look at the truck I'm driving. I'm like, I told him, he's like, all right, we're gonna have to search your car. I'm like, good luck. There's pesticides everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're not gonna find. He's like, so if we search it, we're not gonna find it. I'm like, you won't find it. That's all I said because I'm like, I know it's inside me.
Yeah.
So
I know it's inside me.
you can't find something that I ate.
Oh my god.
And then like his cop buddy, so he's looking through it. His cop buddies that are watching me, they thought it was funny because he's it was like a kid cop. He's like new.
Yeah.
Just going through my shit and like looking back and I'm like, can't find anything. And then they're like talking to me. He's like, what's the biggest thing you ever killed? I'm like
One of you fuckers.
I'm like, I said something like I was like a baby. He's like, a baby what? I'm like, I played the fifth.
Nice, dude. You're comicking your way out of that is unbelievable.
And he's like, all right, get out of here. I'm like, okay. And then 2 weeks later, I got my second DUI.
As he's like
they're
telling
tracking your ass.
Yeah.
as you're like getting out of that, you're like, thanks guys. just throwing the joint back up.
Is this what you were looking for?
You're like, I'm actually a magician too. This is a Chris Angel mind freak. Yeah. Are you ready?
Yeah. This is that's not mine.
Now, have you have any customers that have come on to you?
There's got to be some old ladies.
I was looking while you were talking. Woman falls in love with exterminator after rat invasion in her mom's house.
I could see that happening.
So Elizabeth Call says she freaked out when she heard the noise of rats coming from the guest room at her mom's house in San Diego. Next thing she knows, Chad Piper.
Well, duh.
It's not a porno.
That's a porno.
It's not a porno.
That's a porno.
Yeah,
This is Inside Edition, dude. This is real news.
This is Playboy. This is Playboy.
They say it was love at first sight. However, they were both dating other people. I eventually went through a breakup, and then Chad was just always kind of on my mind. Next thing I know, he'd followed me on Instagram.
Wow. That's it.
You're seeing someone, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
but I haven't. And even when I wasn't, I always had the fantasy of it.
Yeah.
Like none of, but the people.
Is there exterminator porn? Sorry to cut you off.
Not that I was aware of. I kind of had an idea where it was porn, but it also meets like a horror thing with like a. I actually wanted to start making my own commercials for Mugabug, and like get like Paul Carson to like be the guy who answers the door. Like he calls me, I knock, he answers the door, but it's like, hey, you thank God you're here. It's the spider. You gotta get it. And I'm like, all right. And then he opens the door, and then it's just like a dude tied up in a Spider-Man outfit. And it's like, ooh, it's spooky spider, get him, kill him. And I'm like, all right. And then I like cock a gun. I'm like, Mugabug, we kill anything. But then I wanted to go. I wanted to go into.
I can see that between timeouts for the Sixers game.
Yeah, right. You're not gonna call me up and just be like, so is this a real business?
Right after Toyota-thon, it's like Cody's kink. Of
Secure auto insurance commercial right into Cody's Mugabug commercial.
Yeah, and then there's like it goes to like that, like the ad, and then it goes back. He's like, I also have something in the basement, and then we go in the basement. It's just a human centipede.
You really thought about this. I like this.
The reason why we haven't made it yet is can't find someone to do the middle or the end of the human centipede.
Yeah, I can imagine that's a little tough. It's a tough casting call.
Trying to find somebody that's into that.
No, dude, you got to do one of like somebody calls you like, I have a huge black widow in here, and then you get home and it's a woman whose husband died. She's fuck a black lady who's missing her late husband. There's a black widow here. I got
a few of those. Yeah, they got roaches.
No one ever came on to you?
Not like obviously or anything. I always had like that fantasy. I was like a Chinese food delivery driver at one point too, which was funny because like me and this like someone was dropping off a pizza and I was dropping off Chinese food at this same person's house. The pizza guy was Asian and I was me. I'm like, they're probably so confused. They probably thought we switched. Right? It's like, it'd be funny if we switched, right? But yeah, no one's really ever. Most was just like say creepy things, but never like, yo, let's fuck. And I don't really have many attractive clients, you know. But yeah, that would have been cool. I also would have been like, can I get a shower first?
Yeah, there's really no sexy way to like finish up to be like, give me like 25 minutes.
Right. Yeah. Also, I'd be like nervous as like I just like exterminate their pussy. Like not a good like I got like pesticides. It's like putting it in like with a hot sauce, but it's like instead it's like, yeah, that was fucking bad, dude. That was like a repellent. Now your pussy is
like, now I'm trying to get pests inside you, Shorty.
Yeah, so not too many. I think a few gay customers have hit on me a bit.
Nice.
I get a lot of customers. A lot of my customers like to get high with me. Which is pretty cool. I have a buddy, like he's my friend now. He looks like Willie Nelson. He's like, you smoke weed? I'm like, yeah. And he actually like gave me seeds and like helped me try to like figure out how to grow stuff. And
that's funny to ask you that question, as if we don't know the answer.
Well, dude, so he just looks so much more of a stoner than me.
He's the Pokemon you evolve into, kind of thing. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. So he's like, he knew that's what he wouldn't have asked. And then I was like literally about to leave. He's like, yeah. And then he's like, he gave me a joint to take with me. He's like, yeah, this shit's called cheetah piss. I'm like, of course it is. Of course it is.
This is called cheetah piss.
Cheetah piss was good, man.
Cheetah Girls 3, cheetah piss.
You ever think moving the business out to Chicago because it's the rattiest city in America?
I've not, but what's going on? It's because why?
Apparently it's the rattiest city in America.
I mean,
one decade.
See, that would be a good place, but I also, Florida's bugs year round, you know? And it's maybe even, I don't know if they like exterminate lizards down there, but I wouldn't do that. I would probably just capture them and have a bunch of lizards.
Yeah, we came in 7th.
That's not
New
bad.
Jersey's actually not. That's not bad at all. Actually,
Now Chicago, Los Angeles, New York, San Francisco, DC, Denver. I wouldn't said Denver.
I think that's new because a lot of new homeless went there, so I think they took the rats with them. That must be fucking new.
the Rat Kings.
Dude, I went there like during pandemic, and it's all new homeless people, all brand new. They all look great.
Nice.
They had their tents don't even have any tatters in them. They're like
Really?
They're like saying thank you and stuff, and like. I mean, it's just and then you look over and one of them's been there for a while and he's just shitting on the wall. You're like, that guy's a veteran. That guy,
he's been here for a little bit.
That guy's a vet. Dude.
Yeah, the new homeless is weird when they ask for money and they're like, I mean, I have Zelle if you want to. It's like, how do you have Zelle? How do you have a phone?
It's like your old school, like they call you to like ask you to donate money for the alumni, but in this case you went from homeless to not. It's like, hey, we're calling to see if can you give us like 50 cents? Anything helps.
They're like when your college calls you and it's like, you remember you used to go here? Would you like to give us more money than before?
So it's funny. I actually got to go do a set at Stockton. That's where I went and graduated from. And my first thing was like, way to go, guys! I'm a fucking exterminator. Dude. You've done nothing. And they recently just like deleted my email address. It was the only thing that I got from that fucking school. And all like, I was like a dumbass and never switched it over. And I'm like, fuck, dude.
Getting angry at the alumni, I'd be like, I got a place called Mug-a-Bug. This place mugged me out of fucking $700,000.
Yeah.
So.
It was basically just me being like, telling all the students, like, good luck, dude. Fucking good luck. You're going to end up smushing bugs just like me.
What did you go to school for? Was there any
Communications. There's a reason why. That's my fault. That's my bad. I was going to be a radio disc jockey, and then this appeared. It's like, yo, you mean you can just do it anyway and not get paid for it? I was like, yeah, I guess we'll do that.
It kind of worked. You were a semi-disc jockey for a little bit on What Up.
Oh, yeah. A frickin' no,
On what?
Well, he used to do a podcast with, if you know, Rob Cruz. Back in the day.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was kind of funny, though. I was like, realizing, like, oh, I'm doing that. I didn't even need to step into it. Like, I didn't even care about making money. I was just like, I wanted to do that. And then, like, now you can do it. I was just like, I went to $40,000 to fucking, I could have gotten the best podcasting equipment ever. You know?
So what was like, did you come out and then as soon as you graduated, it was like you kind of just took over the business? Or it was...
No, so I was working at Star of the Sea, which is a seafood manufacturer, making crab cakes for a while.
Damn.
Yeah. Just fucking making crab.
Tired of land. You want to see what the sea was about?
That's right. Yeah, dude. I got to
Surf and turf.
get my sea legs.
Yeah.
And that job, I've worked for like psychopaths that would like, they'd box each other after work and then like,
Wait, what?
Dude, it's a fucking, it's like a family owned business. I actually got the job because my dad exterminated there and was like, my son needs a job. So then I got the job. Now I play hockey with all these kids now and shit. But like they used to do poop wars. They would poop on each other's cars. They get hammered. They get hammered and take shits on each other's cars. They get like that. Like they're like, all right, let's go to McDonald's and then we'll go to James's house and we'll poop all over James' car.
The seafood industry's kind of like this.
Yeah, man. They're all seagulls. Yeah. They just act like fucking seagulls, dude.
They come by and eat your French fries and they shit on your thing.
They only shit where they eat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That was one of the crazy. I mean, if we could just get a camera in there to watch, because like it's like. You say you have the most fucked up conversation. I'm peeling shrimp for 4 hours a day. I could peel like fucking 3,000 pounds of shrimp. Not alone. I have like 4 other people in like 2 hours. I actually learned how to fall asleep with just half my body at a time, so I could peel shrimp and kind of sleep. I fell over one time. I fully fell asleep while standing up, which is pretty tough to do.
Yeah.
But
It's almost impossible. Yeah. Okay.
I did it.
Damn, you trained your body to go 50% like.
Yeah, I think I might have just been
narcoleptic?
like closing my eye, like this is working great. I think it was placebo, but I felt like well rested afterwards.
Did you have like a sharp ass thing in your hand too, or were you just more like
No, it's all just hand shit.
Hand by hand
but
combat?
and it sucks because it's like all fucking freezing cold water and shit. It's, that job stunk. And not that extermination is a little bit better. It's less tedious shit, and I don't have like a boss like watching. He's like, "You're not peeling fast enough." They're like, "I'm sorry, sir." It's like a fucking sweatshop.
Yeah.
You just slap you in the back of the head. You're like, "Really? Yeah, you're so fucking cool." Yeah, but they were cool. So you're like, "You're fucking cool, man."
Please don't shit in my car.
Yeah, dude, they almost did. After the first year, they had a work like a holiday work party, and I went home, and they were like. The one boss is like, we don't know him that well yet. You don't shit on his car.
I like that.
They still have to this day not shit on my car because I think a lot of marriages ended because of
I
that.
was gonna say, how bad did the shitting get? Did anyone go on like the moonroof?
So I actually did a hockey tournament with them in Ocean City, Maryland, and nope, not Moonroof, but like we were eating, and my one boss, for some reason they never took solid shits. All their shits were liquid. Something's wrong with them.
Yeah, of course they're all liquid. Yeah,
They got gout from eating all the seafood.
Yeah, for sure. And he just runs up to one of our buddies' cars, Subaru, and just shits all over the door handle to get in.
that's
Subaru. Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
Subaru. That's what I deserve.
You don't want an angry lesbian coming out with a bunch of shit on her handle. You can't have that happen.
Dude, these guys were
That might be hate crime, actually. Yeah.
It's gotta be.
for sure. Yeah, that would have been funny if it wasn't the right one. It was just like and then like that lesbian comes out.
I
just
mean, in New
like, "Oh, my
Jersey, the Subaru plant is in New Jersey. I mean, it could be any lesbians.
Yeah, it
true.
really
True.
it's just a flip of the coin.
Dude,
Like,
you literally drive around here. I literally just yell at Subarus every time I kind of come over your house.
New Jersey has to have the highest per capita of lesbians in the country.
I play on a lesbian ice hockey team.
Case in point.
I'm not even joking.
Your Honor, I rest my case.
We're called the Sugar Bush. We're pretty good.
The Sugar Bush.
We're pretty good. We're probably gonna go. We went to the championship last year. We might go again. Who knows? You know?
So no one ever like stuffed the muffler with shit or anything? Like
Nah, not that I'm aware of. I do know that the dad of that owned the company, he's now passed away, and the oldest middle son, like back, I don't know, I guess he was in high school, because the dad was into that shit too. There's a reason why they're like this, and like he went to go fart on his son bare ass and just shit on his face. And that's what happened, and then he's like the way he is.
Yeah, but that's always going to happen. You can't avoid that. That's just kind of par for the
That's
course.
just, what are you gonna do? You got a shit facial from your dad.
Yeah,
you
he
know?
really
What are you
stuffed
gonna-
his muffler, didn't he?
That's arguably worse than a stuffed muffler.
I mean, probably get you out of Father's Day gift, honestly.
A stuffed
year.
muffler sounds like what my dad would call lesbian sex, too. So, yeah, a couple stuffed mufflers that day, you know. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, so
God.
that I was working there, and then my dad got sick, and I was watching Horrible Bosses, and my bosses were being horrible, and I just one was arguing, was like, don't worry about taking all the shrimp out because you had to take them out of the freezer so they thaw so we could peel them. One was like, don't worry about taking them out. I'm like, all right, cool. And then an hour later, the other one's like, why the fuck didn't you take them out? And I'm like, hey guys, I fucking quit. Suck my dick. I'm gonna go kill bugs now. And now I kill bugs. I exterminate at that place.
Wow.
Damn.
It's been a full circ.
They still shitting on cars?
I think a little bit. I think it's probably on New Year. Like, on New Year's, I used to go there. They would have Roman candle fights, and
Of course.
dude, dangerous.
Of
No one's
course.
ever lost an eye or anything, but very close. You just someone just like burnt holes in their shirt. This fucking
Dude, I didn't know my seafood guys are getting after. I didn't know.
course.
I didn't know.
Dude, you know-
the shrimp I buy
You're
at
freezing
Acme.
cold all the
Dude,
time.
and that's like the nicer, like the ones that are going out on the ships. The ones going out on the ship, they're meth.
Like Deadliest Catch guys?
Yeah, those guys are on meth the entire time. Like at Stockton, a lot of them, they go out for 3 months and then they come back and they just blow all their shit on. Like some dude at the local bar at Stockton was like, "Have you seen a little blue pill on the ground?" I'm like, "No, man, I'll keep my eye out for it, Leo." He's just like, it's like, I gotta go back to, like, this is expensive stuff. Like, I'm like, yeah, so they just take turns, like, going from the sea, taking all their drugs, and then they come back, spending all, like, fuck, now I gotta go back to the sea. Because they do make a lot of money, but then they spend it on meth.
You talked about Horrible Bosses, and I initially was thinking about Undercover Boss, and the fact that it's you and your mom try to do Undercover Boss to her, and she like you just show up with like
I just dress up as my dad, be like, what the fuck's going on?
I'm back. She's like,
Well, I've had dreams like that. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot Dad's not dead. Forgot he got out of that. I could have swore we had a funeral and everything, but no, I forgot that was all fake.
Is your mom a good secretary?
Yeah, but she knows how to roots, dude. So she's like, she knows, like, because I go all over South Jersey. So it's like I'll be in like Berlin, she knows how to loop it. So I go somewhere and I basically work my way back to my house, so that way I don't gotta like sit traffic and stuff. She's a whiz.
Damn.
how is that working with your mom though?
Nancy's a fucking whiz. Not only that, but, like, all my customers have relationships with my, like, they never seen her, but they're like, your mom's so fucking nice. Like, all my dad loved talking to the customers. So like all the customers that I met, they're like, I feel like I already know you and shit. Like they already knew everything about me and my sisters, and they would always just be like a few of the customers, when he had just died, like I'd just be like, oh, he's like, how's your dad? I'm like, oh, well, he's dead. And they're like, oh, and they start crying. And I'm like, it's okay.
You're comforted about your dad.
I'm like, nah, don't even worry about it.
I'm gonna go get that mouse.
He's like, what happened? I'm like, probably what the job I'm doing right now. I'll get to work though.
It is a good built-in excuse when you cry at the end of killing the rats. You're like, you good? He's like, I just miss my dad. Actually, I'm not even care about this guy.
What do the sisters do?
My one sister works for postal service, like delivering packages, and then my other one's a civil engineer.
Have you ever thought about joining the family business?
Yeah, a little bit. Not the civil engineer. She's like, no, I'm good. And then the other one's like, maybe I'll do some of this. And then she's like, no, I have too much anxiety to ever worry about pesticide. But she wanted to like maybe do like secretary stuff, stuff like that. But maybe like build the brand. But I'm also like, let's keep it low. And I almost got fucking. I was wondering. I was almost getting like the most like the worst best advertisement ever happened to me like a few weeks ago. I was in Fishtown, parked off Girard. That main, that in fucking Fishtown.
Let's go.
And I'm parked my Mugabug truck right on this, right across from the Saint. And I go to a bar and I come back and like everything's cautioned off. And like all the other cars that were in that area, they're gone. It's just cop cars and like fucking caution tape on. My truck is holding up the caution tape and just blood all over the place. Like, they were looking in the back of my truck to, I guess, find the weapon. And
Your immediate thought was like, huge rat.
yeah, dude. I think people were walking by and like, damn, dude, this exterminator lost his fucking mind. He's like, a fucking book. He started stabbing somebody. So like, I asked him like, yo, man, like, am I gonna be able to move? Like, what the fuck's going on? I was like, and they don't like they've seen. So it's just like a little bit of junky blood, like it's a little junky stabbing. Yeah. So they're just like, don't worry, man. You can like move your car in like an hour. I'm like, yeah, but like, what if I did? Like, I didn't have to go, but I just kind of was like, well, let me say, like, what if I had to go right now? They're like, yeah, I don't know.
No.
And then we're like, I was trying to go into my girlfriend's apartment. We're like, yo, can we like get in? Because it was also crossed off. We just like got all of our stuff taken away. Yeah. Because someone decided to stab somebody over heroin. And it's like, dude, grow up and just buy the expensive pills. Yeah. Buy the things that got you there.
Grow up and do oxy, all right?
For real.
Yes, Jesus Christ.
And so the cops have, they were like, I was just like, she got a cat. It's gonna die. You're gonna try to like fuck this homeless guy. Like, we need to go feed this cat. And
but if they see you're an exterminator, they're like, is this guy gonna kill the cat? Is that a threat?
I've had people worried about that. Dog's fine.
Sorry, guys.
So like, they finally let us in. I'm like, just like walk. Like, we were like dodging blood, so we don't step like piles of blood. So like to get in an apartment, and they're like, hurry up. Like, we don't want to track hobo blood into the fucking apartment. Man. Like, give us a break. And then just looked like anyone walking by would just be like, Mugabug extermination truck. I'm like, this is not good. This is. They should have put like a you know how they over a dead body they put like a fucking cloth over them. They should have fucking done that
over your car,
over my car. Just so like, what the fuck, man? Like, that's bad. And then actually, which was funny though, I got a call the next day and someone's like, we got roaches in Philly off of Girard. I'm like, I'll go kill them. And then they never got back to me.
Damn.
Wow. So I'm trying to break into Philly. I for a while, people were like, yeah, I got bugs. Come kill them. I'm like, I'm not licensed in Philly. Just found out the other day I'm licensed in Philly and Delaware. So I was like, shit, dude.
There's a top-notch operation happening over at Mugabug. Your mom should have told you that. That was her mom.
Yeah, she doesn't know what the fuck's going on. She just calls people and then like does like tax. She does like I squish the bug. She does all the paperwork. She's the brains of the operation.
You're crunching bugs. She's crunching numbers.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a perfect operation.
Yeah.
It was like, we should. I want to make like a home training video for like all the employees that I'm never gonna hire. It's just like, all right, this is Nancy. She's the heart and soul of Mugabug, and she's like, Cody, I'm on the phone right now.
She can be a bitch. Anyway.
Oh my God. What's the goal in a couple of years? We talking franchise? We talking employee number 3? What are you thinking?
Probably hopefully quit. Probably hopefully find something that's not slowly killing me.
True.
But I actually
you could never go into like insurance or sales. I would
never do a job where I work for somebody else now.
Yeah.
Just because I make my own hours and stuff. That alone's like that's the best.
Then you just end up sitting outside a hotel and you see a CEO go by and then you just shoot him down.
Yeah,
you take matters into your own hands.
I was like, oh, Viking pesticides, not anymore.
That would be the craziest assassination. If the dude went up to the CEO and just sprayed pesticides for a little bit, and he's like, in 20 minutes, you are fucked.
Dude, I like talk shit. Like, I'll see a fucking Terminex driver going around. I'll be like, fuck you, piece of shit. And then like we roll down windows. He's like, but Yellow Jackets have been nuts this year. He's like, yeah, man, I can't believe it. It's like, you get the ones that are coming up, like, yeah, man, like, what the fuck are we gonna do? He's like, I use this. I'm like, yeah, good, thanks for the info.
Do exterminators like talk to each other? They're like networking events and stuff.
Yeah, I have a mentor named Larry.
No,
yeah, he's my dad's buddy. They're both exterminators. So like, whenever I'm like, what the fuck? How do I do this?
What's he mentor you? Kill?
Yeah, he says, he'll just be like, use this pest. There's like different types of pesticides that do different things, and like certain bugs, you need to do certain things, otherwise it'll make it fucking worse.
Yeah.
And a few times, like if you spray like a repellent on something and you need the bugs to come out and not stay in, you just sent them into the house. Like I had one time where someone had yellow jackets on the siding of their house, and I used a repellent, so they're like, oh, we're not gonna exit this way. They all went into the basement, and they just had fucking yellow jackets flying around their basement. They're like, yeah, that didn't work. It actually is way worse. And I'm like,
wow.
I came in, I'm like, yeah, I can see what you're talking about. This is pretty bad. They have an autistic son, so like the buzzing.
Oh, he probably loved it.
No, it was the opposite. It's like I fucking hate that. He did not like that at all. And they're like, you need to. So I'm like, I'll put him on silent, but I don't know how long that'll last.
Put them on silent. They're on ring
Just
right
mute
now.
them. Yeah.
Put them on do not disturb.
Yeah.
It's also, I mean, if there's a exterminator mentor, he also has to be mentoring. Like, yeah, if they pull you over, you got to eat the joint. You just got to eat it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just like placement stuff and stuff like that. Like, my dad was training me, like, because when I first started, last time I talked to my dad, actually, I was taking a shit at a customer's house because they weren't home, and I'm like, I just remember being like, yo, how do I change out the rat traps or the mice traps or whatever? And he's like, tell me how to do it. I'm like, I remember I had wings the night before. I'm like, all right, Dad, I gotta go. I love you. All right, spicy shit. And then that was the last thing I said to my dad.
Holy shit. That was the last thing you said to your dad.
Yeah, that's spicy shit. I'll see you later. Love you, dude.
I said love you, dude.
Yeah, but I think love you, dude was before spicy shit. Which is also, he's like, don't take shits in the customers' houses. That's like it's not the fucking training program. I don't know.
We haven't made the training program yet, so.
But that is so. There is a way up. I was considering getting my termites license because that's bank. It's a lot of work. It's a lot more work and a lot more pressure.
I feel like termites aren't a thing.
I don't hear about them as much.
I've seen a few.
But really?
They're munching around. They don't really. I haven't like. I've seen a few of them in customers' houses. I don't treat them. I reroute them to another guy. I have another fella, Ward, but he's maybe dead. I don't know. But he was like the termite guy. So if someone had termites, I give them his number, and then he gives me $300. So I don't know how much. Thing. I don't know how much money he's making. That he's giving me $300 just to be like, yo, call this guy. But I'm like, why don't I just do that?
That seems like a better gig than having to do it, though. If you just keep referring people to somebody else and you make the money and don't do anything. But like you're saying, it's probably an insane amount.
But it's not like that often. But if I it's probably like $10,000 and shit. But I think that would be like, including the construction that you would have to do. If it's like bad damage or you got to like replace the floorboards. I mean, I don't think you have to do that, but you got to kill them, make sure they're dead before all that shit happens.
Especially the bed bugs of the house.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was saying. There's no reason for these bugs to exist. You have people that eat your blood and eat your house.
I think, that is interesting because like a mosquito makes a little bit of sense because a frog's eating a mosquito. Like who the fuck's eating bed bugs? It's just like they're feeding exterminators pockets. That's the only thing I can see.
That's what it seems like.
Yeah.
The
It's probably a man-made bug.
I think it's a man-made. This might be COVID.
Bed
bugs might be COVID.
Bug COVID.
It's a man-made bug. They were probably in a wet market.
Yeah.
A soaking wet market.
Somebody was have a bowl of bed bugs. I wonder how many bed bugs would it take to fill up a bowl so you could eat a lot of bed.
That's what we're gonna get next year with RFK. Like, we gotta get rid of the bed bugs. They're clearly all over the place.
Good reviews online.
Oh yeah,
a lot of 5 stars.
Yeah, can we read a couple reviews? No, this isn't live. But can we read a couple reviews to you about your bit? We've done it before.
Yeah, we've done it before.
I thought you were like, podcasts go great. I'm like, yeah, they fucking love me, dude.
Oh, I thought you were saying that somebody's W's in the chat for Cody.
It's like, holy shit, dude, this bug guy's blowing my mind. I'm like, yeah, I've been pretty good so far. If I do say so myself.
W's in the chat for the bug king. No, but this one was like the people's champ. When it comes to eliminating stubborn bugs, you no longer will have to worry about what else is smelling what you're cooking.
Does it say names on these?
Yeah, Sal left that one.
I don't know who the Sal is. That's good.
Mug-a-bug mugged all my bugs. Now I have no bugs that need to be mugged. That was from a Chris.
That's a poem. That's beautiful.
Anthony said, Mug-a-bug changed my life. Ants were taking over my home, but once Mug-a-bug came to the rescue, everything changed. Now I have no ants in my house, and my life is back together. Thank you for all you've done for me. I could never repay you.
He actually still owes me. Which is also funny. My mom goes collect the debt. She calls it, where's our fucking money?
She comes up with a baseball bat.
They're also like, they never see her. So like, who are you? It's like, you're his fucking nightmare. Like, oh no, Nancy.
Yeah, and she knows where everyone lives. She's got the
Yeah,
maps.
exactly.
She's got the maps.
Yeah,
Dude.
don't fucking piss my mom off, dude.
no,
She'll fucking
Nancy.
poison you.
My God. Oh,
It's good to hear the reviews are going well, though.
Oh, the reviews are great. Yeah, man. Yeah. I got nothing else. Where can people find you?
You can find me at on Instagram, right.cody. I mean,
Yeah, we didn't talk
it.
about you also do comedy.
Yeah, we should say Cody is also a very funny comedian.
I like going. I don't like telling people. I prefer the extermination. I'm just an exterminator, and I do stand up.
I like that. What comes first?
The
Stand up exterminator or
you
exterminating
can't call
stand-up?
yourself a stand up. It's just an exterminator first. Like I'm killing these. I'm doing whatever I'm doing at first, and then like I'm talking about.
I don't know,
it.
big dog. There's a lot of people in your profession aren't like, I manage 401ks. I'm a stand up manager of 401ks. They're like, no, I'm a comedian. It's like, but you also 9 to 5. You do manage 401ks.
Yeah, I guess mine. Like I think if it was like if I was work manager at like a CVS, I'm like, yeah, I'm a comedian. But it's like an exterminator. Like, yeah, I'm an exterminator. Like, what the fuck's that about? And then all of a sudden I'm funny. They're like, you should do comedy. Like, good idea.
You're actually not gonna believe
And
us.
then like I come back the next week or the next month. I'm like, look, dude, the videos are going, pretty good.
It's actually getting really well.
I have a few of my customers that are like they came out the shows and like a lot of my bits are like, yeah, I'm working on because there was a period of time where I was working completely unlicensed and it's like just like 2 weeks. Allegedly, of course. And like my customers came out and they're like, are you really? And like I don't tell like in the set, like I don't say like, yeah, I'm licensed now. I just like let it. People still think that I'm not.
Does
And-
comedy sometimes get you some customers?
Yeah, I've actually,
awesome.
so I think my new merch for comedy is just gonna be my services for extermination. And weed. I'll sell you drugs. I'll sell you drugs, or I'll come. Like I've actually given out like those sticky traps we were talking about. It's like someone's like, "Do you have anything?" I'm like, "Here's 4 sticky traps for you." Like, we got camelback crickets. I'm like, "Perfect, there you go." So I want to, the Mugabug merch is gonna pop off at some point. But
Nice.
yeah, other than Instagram, right.Cody, or I have a podcast on YouTube called Sweet Nothings, which is got 34 followers, so fucking watch out there, dude.
Make it 35 out there.
man.
Make it 35.
Yeah, please. And then I also started a weed game show called Take a Rip that's in
I did see
hiatus
that.
right now, but it'll come out soon. So.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I saw some clips from that.
Yeah.
You guys have a lot of fun.
Yeah, man. It's it. If you guys want to come on, and I don't know if you guys are allowed to.
We're both bad at weed, so we would just sit there and stare at you the entire time. Yeah.
Kind of. There's
We'll both
kind
be
of.
there each other's DD, and we'll just be like, oh, fuck.
I kind of want that, you know. I kind of think that's like someone that's really I'll get my one customer that's really good at smoking weed, and he'll just like be in between you guys, and you two are just like fuck.
I know. But if I'm too high and I'm with a guy who's really good at being high, I might try and fuck him. I'll panic and start rubbing his legs and stuff. Yeah.
We were trying to make the pivot to OnlyFans, so
Okay. Well, maybe we'll make the transition.
we'll have you on.
I like that.
Yeah.
You're just full of business ideas. I like that. The bottom line is going to get bigger.
Absolutely.
I love that. All right, Code.
Thank you guys for having me.
No, thank you.
This was fucking great, dude.
Appreciate you
Yeah,
guys.
man.
Yeah.
You guys too.